Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to Lisa's Coloring Corner. Not Sun Left Drawing, Belba Family sent me their latest book. Now, this is the second in their puzzle color by number series of books. This one is called Exotic Life. Now, this one is the advanced version. Their first one in this series was called Beginner because the backgrounds were not completed. It was just the main picture itself. This one has the backgrounds included. So these are going to take you quite a bit longer than the first book, the beginner's book. So if you would like to try this type of book, I would suggest doing the beginner one first because they are quite a bit easier than this. I really wanted to get a picture done in this book before I did this video, but yeah, with the hectic things going on right now, I didn't get a chance to color anything out of here, unfortunately. So, like the first book, we have the 5x5 mm square, so it's a little bit bigger squares than their normal coloring books. And I do have a couple of videos out there explaining how to do these books. So if you are new to my channel and are not sure how to do these types of books, look back in my playlist and you should see, yeah, I believe two, because I think I did an intro type of video when these books were in the forming stage, and seeing how much interest there was going to be in them before they actually created one. And then when they came out with the beginner version, I did an explanation video on how to do them. So I'm not going to go into that in this book, so in this video. So again, this one is called Exotic Life. And it says, this is the second book from Clever Book Series, Advanced Level. Advanced means the pictures with the backgrounds, so it takes much more time to color the puzzle. There are 25 exotic pictures you can color by following the legend on the right. The picture will appear in the grid on the left side. Please make notes on the legend by pen or pencil. So not with alcohol marker. That is very important to escape bleeding on the reverse of that page, and you'll see why. The color palette is the same in all their books, which is awesome. Thank you for that. There is no page with the answers, but we prepare some hints before each picture. The hints are also translated into French, which is nice. Then it goes into a little bit on how to color these. It says down here, shake your brain and have fun. So yeah, this is not your typical color by number book. Here is the palette. It is shown in color on the back cover. Some sample pictures from inside the book, which is always kind of nice. You get to see kind of what they look like when they're completed. So you could fill this out maybe with your favorite coloring mediums, writing down which marker or pen you're using for each color. It is not perforated, but it shows that you can cut it out, maybe fold it in half and then stick it inside the book, so you can refer to it when you are completing these pictures. Here we have a nameplate page. And then we get into the first picture. Now, again, if you're not familiar with these books, you're going to see just an empty grid with numbers and letters. And again, refer to my previous video on how to complete these. I know the question was brought up on why is the grid on the left-hand side and then these numbers on the right-hand side. And again, I explained that in my previous video. There is a very good reason for it. And it's just because of the way of doing the puzzles. But this is what they're talking about when they say make sure you use a pen or pencil when you cross off what you've completed in the puzzle. Because if you use an alcohol marker, now you can complete this in alcohol marker, But if you do this in alcohol marker, it's going to bleed into the grid on the next puzzle. So yeah, make sure you use, maybe you're doing this in a fine liner. I like doing these in fine liners because, you know, I love using the X method or cross stitch method in all of Belba Family's books. So I just take my fine liner then, because it's water-based, and I go through. And even with water-based, you got to make sure you don't go too heavy or over it, because that too will bleed through. So you do have to be a little bit careful even with water-based mediums. Okay, so of course it's not going to pay to do a flip through of this book, but up here is where they were talking about the hints. So we have woman's exotic clothes. So that's the hint to this picture. And then it is also in French, which is a nice touch. They had asked me if I thought they should do two different entirely different books, one for English and one for French. And I thought, no, why have them keep track of two different books, right? So yeah, I think it's nice that they just have it in one book and just show both. I mean, we've seen that in other books too, so. Delivery of the tourists. So you're gonna see some of these grids are longer, or color keys, I should say. Now this one's gonna take quite a bit longer instead of a bag. Here's quite a bit longer one. So you see gray. There are so many to this. You know, that's probably a background color. Orange, that could be one too. You know, maybe you want to do the shorter ones first, because those would be the picture itself. Maybe leave the longer ones till the end, and you know that they're probably around the picture. Some of these longer ones may actually be part of the picture. There may just be a lot of that particular color in the picture itself. But like a gray color, chances are that's going to be a background color, right? Now here we have a landscape picture. So there are portrait and landscape. This one says water market. Now these are kind of small. I mean, you know, your numbers and things are quite small. If you have a vision impairment, it might be a little difficult for you to see. I know some people do use magnifiers when there are, you know, smaller areas on pictures or smaller print like this. Okay, so then we're back to portrait. So yeah, that's how the entire book is, right? So yeah, this book will take you a long time to complete also. So we do have a number of portrait and a number of landscape pictures. Here it says we are Belba Family. All books are made with love for people and nature. We'd appreciate your feedback with a small review of the book on Amazon, Facebook, or Instagram. If you tag your colored pages as hashtag Belba Family, we share your work on our social media pages. You help us to make our books better. Stay safe and happy coloring. And then here is social media, Facebook at Belba Family, and then Instagram, Belba Family. So again, if you hashtag on Instagram, the Belba Family, they do see it and they do share it. So that's kind of nice of them. We do have a couple of blank sheets here in the back. So there we go with their second book in this puzzle series. So can't wait to dive into this when my hectic lifestyle settles down a little bit. So, well, thank you so much for watching this video. As usual, I will link this book down below in the description in case you would like to try this book too. Or, you know, maybe you've done the beginner version and you'd love to dive into the advanced version. So if you like this video, please hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new to my channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you know if I put out new videos. I hope everybody's having a fantastic day, and as always, happy coloring. Bye, guys.